Now, I'm not sure anybody watching this video right now could come out and honestly say that the SEC and Gary Gensler do a good job. A good job at anything, actually. And especially, they can't say that Gary Gensler and the SEC does a good job of regulating securities markets. Whether we're talking about the stock market or we're talking about the cryptocurrency market, it is obvious that the SEC is, one, way beyond their reach, and two, just kind of, flexing their muscles, their control muscles right now, not with intentions for protecting retail investors, but with intentions for controlling everything. Guys, Gary Gensler now wants to own the decentralized cryptocurrency market here in the United States and across the globe. Let's discuss some of what is going on right now, what Gary Gensler is saying, and why even other members of the SEC are saying that Gary Gensler is overstepping his boundaries by so far that he is coming against the First Amendment here in the United States and grouping everybody together, which disallows free speech. Let's discuss it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Now, look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks and crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and a $1 crypto trade is going to get you $5 in free crypto. If you guys want crypto exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you get KuCoin and Binance down there. Now, KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders. So the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, if you guys are holding on those exchanges, it's going to be considered a loan to those exchanges. If you want to make it your asset and mitigate the risk of holding on a centralized exchange, you need to be holding on a cold storage or Defi wallet. Guys, I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm shocked anymore at what the SEC and Gary Gensler are doing. This world that we're living in right now seems so stinking backwards that it's not that crazy to see them acting the way that they're acting. But at the same time, you have to remember, it's so stinking backwards that what they're doing doesn't make any sense. Now, the headline reads, SEC's Hester Peirce says that Gensler's plan to target DeFi undermines the First Amendment. Gary Gensler made clear earlier today, this article was written yesterday, that many decentralized crypto trading platforms are already exchanges in the SEC's view and therefore must comply. But when you ask why, they won't tell you. When you ask what makes it an exchange, they won't tell you. It is complete and utter insanity, if you ask me, but hey, I don't know if you're asking me. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissioner or Chairman Gary Gensler has made it clear that he's getting tough on crypto, and today, the American regulator revealed he's not leaving out the industry's most complex space, DeFi. Decentralized finance. Here's the question that it begs, and the one that they will never be able to answer. Who do you go after? Who do you even have sign your regulatory compliance in a decentralized finance space? It is owned by nobody. It is governed by nobody. It is controlled by nobody. And if nobody controls it, how could anybody comply with Gary Gensler here? See, he doesn't even understand the space. In a Friday announcement, the SEC said in a press release that it would revisit plans to change the definition of what is considered an exchange. This would include DeFi, or decentralized finance protocols, like decentralized exchanges. Now, in order to rope everything in together, we have to change the definition of what an exchange is so that we make sure that we get decentralized finance in there. Why? Not to protect the retail investors. Not to make sure that there's no illicit activity going on, but to make sure that Gary Gensler and the good old US of A have their 100% control. Guys, there's no other. If I challenge anybody in the comments right now, I challenge you to offer me one legitimate explanation other than total and utter control as to why the SEC would want to regulate DeFi. DeFi is not specific to the United States. It is global. It is decentralized. Why would the SEC have authority over that? And number two, what's the benefit? What's the benefit? The announcement said in the body that the body was revisiting a rule first proposed last year, but will contain language to target the digital asset world as well. Make no mistake, many crypto trading platforms already come under the current definition of an exchange and thus have an existing duty to comply with security laws, Gary Gensler said in a Friday release. I think Gary Gensler lives in his own world. He's like, you guys remember that Fauci guy, right? That lived in his own world and wanted to control everything, your life, lock you down and all of that. That's Gary Gensler, but in a financial sense. Oh gosh, man. But the idea wasn't well received by other SEC regulators. Thank goodness. There's someone with a brain working at the SEC. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce said during a Friday meeting that the announcement sends a message that we are uninterested in facilitating innovation and competition in the financial markets and instead seek to protect the incumbents. No stinking kidding. Finally, somebody with a brain working for a government entity. This is insane to me. I'm almost shocked that Hester has a brain here. Pierce further criticized the commission's plan as overly broad and said ambiguity undermines fundamental First Amendment protections. Now, Pierce elaborated, because the release makes everybody involved in the relevant blockchain ecosystem part of a group, it creates significant ambiguity around what speech requires government pre-approval, which will unavoidably chill constitutionally protected speech. And you know what? We're not going to go through the rest of this article here and talk to it much more about some of the dissents and things like that. But Hester is absolutely correct. And one thing that they're not even touching on, they can't control the DeFi space. They can only control the U.S. retail investors. You and I. Let's think about this for a second. Decentralized finance is a decentralized world. It is global. No one owner, no one controller, no one central authority. Everybody running a node or mining or set up with the DAO is in control. Right? We understand DeFi to an extent. At least I hope you do at this point. And if you don't, we can talk about it more in some of the live streams. But with no ownership in this global reality, the only thing that the SEC can do is regulate retail here in the United States out of the industry. The only thing that they can do is regulate the industry here in the United States so that it moves elsewhere. If you stifle something like decentralized finance here in the United States, it is going to go where it is going to grow. Think about it. If there's no innovation, if there's no room for innovation and efficiency here in the US, and something like DeFi, which doesn't need the United States to work, it is going to go elsewhere. And the only person or the only group that gets disadvantaged in that situation are U.S. retail investors, U.S. businesses, U.S. entrepreneurs, and therefore U.S. taxpayers, the U.S. government. It is so much of a hindrance that it does not make any logical sense to destroy DeFi and destroy cryptocurrency and to destroy blockchain here in the United States unless, of course, the only answer is that they are threatened by it and they need to control it. It's the only logical explanation. So like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys have any comments that could prove otherwise, please let me know. Because the craziest one that the SEC and US regulators put forth right now is that everybody in the DeFi space is a North Korean hacker or a terrorist. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If that button right there is still red, make sure to click it. Subscribe to the channel. Join us. Become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You guys got Claybro883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance, free Discord. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.